our minds about to pop.
But enough of that noise.
Time for the B-roll, boys.
Hey everybody, welcome to another cool episode of B-roll boys. We're
the B-roll bullies.
B-roll bullies.
Yeah, that's us. We're the bad boys in town, if you couldn't tell. And I'm Harlan. I'm your host for this evening, and with me I've got Wes.
Good evening, Harlan. I'm Wes.
Yes, you are, and Justin as well.
I'm Cool Cat.
No, you're not.
That's cool.
Cat.
Cool.
And we're here to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of our podcast, and we thought we'd do just that by watching Cool Cat Saves the Kids.
A movie that nobody else has heard of outside of us, unless you like YMS.
Yeah. So I've seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Justin has seen this in full before, and you've never seen this before.
I've seen
heard
a
of Cool
detailed
Cat ever.
breakdown of it.
I've never seen anything related to Cool Cat until you guys mentioned it.
Tell us what you think, man. Come on,
Coward.
spill it.
It was cool.
You didn't think it was very cool while we were watching it.
You
were like,
saw
this
the
is-
coolness drain from me.
You're like, this is decidedly
like-
uncool.
I don't know how to feel. You know, I feel like I could be a lot safer in my life.
Was this a spiritual awakening
I feel like I can now fend off cyberbullies more effectively.
by doing nothing?
Yes, I feel like I can walk across the street without getting hit by a car. No, but
All right, pop quiz.
Yes.
We go in your backyard right now to smoke a doobie, okay?
Yeah.
And we find a 6-shooter on the ground in the bushes.
You've got your
What do
heat
we do?
packed out there.
Yeah, what do we do?
we tell our parents or a teacher.
Oh.
Okay.
I was paying attention.
Okay. So for those of you who aren't aware, Cool Cat Saves the Kids is this, like, we were trying to compare it to other, things of this variety. Like,
It's really weirdly hard to compare this to something.
I think the best comparison is like Barney the dinosaur, but the target demographic is a little bit older than that, but so it's like this guy in a big cat suit. He's 6 feet tall, but he's supposed to be like in like 5th grade, I guess.
how
somewhere
old
around
is
there.
he?
I don't know.
He drives a car.
He does drive a car at one point, and I was like, "What the hell? You don't have your license?"
Is it just because of his great height? Like maybe he's not suspect?
I do not know. We only saw him drive in a parking lot, so maybe it was just like him.
He could be training, but that would also imply that he was like 14, 15.
Yeah, he's got his learner's permit.
That's really weird.
Oh, and okay, so Cool Cat. So this movie, like,
How do we even begin to
Yeah,
describe
like,
the lore
it's
of this?
so
This
all over the
has,
place,
like,
but
quite a lot of backstory.
okay.
There's
So
a
Cool-
lot
Cool
going. There's
Cat-
a lot to unwrap.
Cool Cat is the creation of one Derek Savage, who I just want to say Derek's a creepy fucking dude. Like,
That's a good porn
and
name, though.
I've seen. Funny you should say that.
Oh yeah.
He was in Playgirl.
Yeah, he was in Playgirl magazine back in the day. And if you look at his website, if you go to www.dereksavage.com, you can find all of his books and movies and shit. And in the same place that you can buy Trolley the Trout and the Cool Cat books that this is based off of.
Yo, shout out to Trolley the Trout.
Shout out to
Trolley.
Butch.
Butch is based as fuck.
Okay, but before
Has
we get into that,
taken multiple red pills.
yes, in the same place you
He's
can
taking
buy
lives.
same place you can buy Trolley the Trout and all that shit. You can also buy his book that I forget what the title is, but the subtitle is A Male Dancer.
What?
Yeah, and the cover is like Derek Savage, like shirtless, like in a dancing pose.
So he has those and then kids' books?
Yeah, on the same page.
I don't think he intends to be creepy, but he's got like so little self-awareness that it
Well, and there's
makes
something.
him easy troll bait.
Have you seen the YMS video? Cool Cat Learns Fair Use.
Okay, so we're gonna
a
back
lot
up
of
for a
things.
second.
There's a lot of backstory.
There's like a comedy film review channel called YMS. It's short for Your Movie Sucks, and he's kind of the reason why Cool Cat has blown up.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because he made a video that went viral, and so Derek Savage, I think he took that video pretty well in stride, but like everybody else that has dunked on Cool Cat at some point, he's gotten really pissed at.
Yeah, and he'll falsely file a copyright claim against any negative review now.
At least he used to. That video's kind of old now. It's like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah,
Well-
but the video, what happened was like there was a whole back and forth between him and the YouTubers, and he put out a video like basically like threatening them with legal action and shit. That totally would not have worked out if he had gone through with it. But I don't know, just he's such a like I checked the YouTube comments and I was so glad that I wasn't the only one. Somebody was like, he reminds me of like a creepy gym teacher from middle school. And that's so what Derek Savage is. Like he gives me a creepy gym teacher vibe for some reason. Like the way he talks to everyone like they're children, it's so blech.
You think he's gonna try to sue us? We're pretty big bananas now.
Yeah, you can get a lot of money out of us.
Unironically, our biggest break in fame would be if Derek Savage called
Dude,
us
that
out.
could
true.
actually give us a bump in numbers. Derek, if you're watching, please, by all means.
Yeah, Derek, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want to say go fuck yourself to Derek.
No, bring it on.
Okay.
We'll get our B-roll lawyers and we'll sue them into the Stone Age.
We'll send our horde of B-roll listeners after you.
You're gonna get a little trolled.
Our 10 followers are gonna fuck you up, Derek. Whoa.
Okay. So the movie. Should we get into the movie now? I guess. All right. So Cool Cat.
It's kind of like a moralizing, instructional thing for kids, but
That's
in
what
a
it's
really
supposed to be.
heavy-handed way.
That's what it's supposed to be. Like,
It
yeah,
kind of
it's,
reminds me of Sesame Street.
it's supposed to be like Cool Cat encounters all these things and situations, and then like he is supposed to handle it really well, and then he's supposed to be a role model for children. But there are many instances where Cool Cat does the opposite
not very cool.
of what a responsible child should do. Like,
What'd you say?
Not very cool.
Cool Cat's extremely cool. It's why
Is
his
he?
name is cool. It's why he's not just Cat.
dude, yeah, what? Like, did you not see all those posters in his room that said Cool Cat?
I mean, I get all the, there's all
I'm
kinds
sorry,
of
Wes,
there's
are you
there's a
telling
bunch
me-
of mind games to make you think that he's cool.
Are you
right?
telling me that
I
if
think you guys are sheep.
Are you telling me that if I walk up to your room right now, I won't find a bunch of pictures and posters that say Wes is cool?
No, there won't be
There's
pictures.
Wacky West all over.
There's not posters on top of my other posters that say Wes is cool.
Okay, let's talk about that. Like,
like on
we-
location.
we at first we were like this, like, because a lot of the movie takes place in Cool Cat's house, but like, and for a while we were like,
big fucking house.
we
by the
were
way.
like, this is obviously just Derek Savage's house, but I was like, I don't know, this house doesn't look lived in at all. And then I noticed that like in the living room under the fireplace, there's like a sign that says no soliciting. And like in Cool Cat's room, he never, anytime there's a scene of Cool Cat waking up in the morning or going to bed, he's never sleeping under the blankets. And he's got all these posters and pictures of his own face all over the room that say Cool Cat is cool, or Cool Cat loves you. And they're all like, there's a painting above his bed, a framed painting above his bed, and he's got a Cool Cat poster
taped over it.
taped over the painting.
Wait, I think we need to further back up and explain just like exactly how Cool Cat is portrayed. So it's basically, it looks like a fursuit. It's
Oh,
this
yeah.
clearly like adult guy in a fursuit doing like this.
This wacky, obnoxious voice.
Wait,
And that
is
must-
there any lore about him? Like, is he an actual furry?
Not
I
that
think
I
I
know
think it's
of.
supposed to be ambiguous.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's supposed to be an actual furry. I do think that that's a fursuit, and they
Oh, yeah.
only have one that they split between Cool Cat and Cool Cat's mother, Mama Cat, which is the same thing but with a padded bra, a dress, and like these felt lips
Yeah,
that
big
they
red
glue
lashes.
onto it, and lashes.
Those are giant lips. Mama Cat of those DSLs.
Okay,
That's how she seduced Daddy
so,
Derek.
Yeah, so Cool Cat is a cat, I guess,
And he's cool.
and Mama Cat
quite
is
cool.
a cat.
questionably cool.
Yes, but Cool Cat's Daddy Derek, is not a cat.
He's
so
just
this
Derek.
brings a lot of questions, like, is he the biological father
Derek's
of
fucking
Cool
a cat.
Yeah, like, well, you know, if it
He
weren't
gets
for
his
one
voice from Derek.
if it weren't for one scene in particular, you could be like, oh no, he's not the biological father of this cat. But at one point, like, he's like having sexy talk with Mama Cat in the kitchen. He's like, you looking so fine, honey boo.
Yeah, they're getting fresh in there.
Getting fresh. There's one point where Cool
Cool
Cat
gets busy.
There's one point where Cool Cat and his friend Maria walk into the living room, and Daddy Derek and Mama Cat are like sitting there, and it looks like they were just about to fuck.
Yeah.
Like he had to like cross his legs. He was like,
Put a
"Oh, hello,
blanket
Cool
over
Cat."
his lap.
Derek had fingers at the ready.
Okay, so yeah, it's a really questionable situation about like this family, but whatever. Okay, sure. And Cool Cat is running for school president, I guess, and they're
Cool
like,
president.
yeah, and they're making signs in the front yard, And then Butch the bully shows up.
There's this like little chubby blonde kid who questionably has a speech impediment, and they constantly dunk on him for having no friends. And that's like the whole thing is,
Well, he's a bully because he doesn't have any friends.
He 100% wouldn't have been a bully.
like,
He's the opposite of a bully.
it's like, do you not know that a lot of bullies in school like bully with their friends, and that
Yeah.
one little like piss pot at school is not going to just be a bully on his own usually. Like, everybody hates this kid. How's he a bully?
Well, what if Cool Cat already turned all the others to the good side already?
Well, yeah, and then they could just give him swirlies in the bathroom. And
Butch
why
is
ma-
like
why
the
make
final
Waterboy
boss.
Why make the movie then?
I don't know. Like, I thought that
He-
there'd be, I thought
Cat
there'd be
stops
like
the
a
bullies,
team
that's the
of
final
bullies,
bully.
but Butch just keeps finding these other like little doe-eyed kids. And he's
He-
like,
We're gonna go tag walls!
Yeah, he recruits minions, and they abandon him after like one snafu.
Yeah.
And that's
But
it.
he has like
One-
a couple different ones, because the first one he finds a spray paint can. I guess they're gonna like tag gang signs on this LA upscale neighborhood.
They were just writing
And-
B on everything.
Represent. Thanks, Butch.
Thanks, Butch.
Butch. Butch.
Butch.
And then the second time he finds a little minion kid because they find a piece in Derek's backyard.
Derek's just totally oblivious. Oh, where'd you kids get that?
Okay, yeah, no, like really, though.
Daddy Derek, why is the serial number scratched off?
Where did this revolver come
Daddy
from?
Derek, this is unregistered.
It was in their backyard, like in the bushes, and Daddy Derek has no fucking clue.
Cool Cat learns the Second Amendment.
I also hate that he just calls him Daddy Derek and Mommy.
Yeah, he says this adult man says mommy and daddy so much, and it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I also noticed at one point when Daddy Derek and Cool Cat were talking to each other that Cool Cat is in fact several inches taller than Derek.
Several inches.
Yeah, and it's like, I think he's supposed to be like 10 years old. I think. Why is he so fucking tall?
We haven't looked at the Cool Cat wiki.
So we can
before this.
guesstimate Cool Cat's age at about 10.
I think so.
So the books, this is based on a series of books, and it's basically just a bunch of like Cool Cat in the environment of some kind of educational thing. Like, there's one where Cool Cat learns about like alternative fuels.
Cool Cat.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. This is
No,
like
yeah.
the whole thing.
Cool Cat says fossil fuels aren't cool.
No, he's got like Cool Cat loves alternative fuels. Cool Cat loves wrestling.
How many books are there?
There's a lot.
Really?
Yes.
So this isn't just like one or two books.
many
This is
are
like a
there?
lot
Like
of books.
20?
I'm looking it up. Cool Cat books.
Like,
there's a
Cool
fuck-
Cat gets offered blow. Like, how many books are there?
Okay.
There's quite a lot.
Cool Cat drinks vodka behind the dumpster.
According to Google, what I just Googled, we got Cool Cat loves the beach.
Okay.
Cool Cat loves
right.
Cool Cat loves biodiesel.
Wholesome.
I don't know if
The
this
kids fucking goes wild over
I don't know.
biodiesel.
I don't know if this is an actual
Pack it into
I don't know
shopping
if
bags.
I don't know if
kids.
this actually is a separate one. Cool Cat loves going green. Cool Cat loves baseball. Cool Cat loves wrestling.
There's one like Cool Cat loves the troops.
Yeah. And
Does he?
I think that's it.
Cool Cat backs the blue.
Oh, he does.
Cool Cat's an ROTC.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Cool Cat's a fucking narc.
Cool Cat supports the Patriot Act.
Oh, and of course, Cool Cat stops bullying, which this film is based off of. How could we forget?
So this is based off of one book.
Yeah, one of the
guess.
many.
But
This is like the
I'm
Chronicles of Narnia.
I'm afraid, Harlan, this is only the beginning.
Pull back the camera. Whoa.
God, we're cool. Can you also put a word art intro like Cool Cat? Please.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, there's a lot of cutaways to just like random shit. It's mostly just Derek flexing about where he lives. I'm guessing he lives in somewhere in North Hollywood.
I guess.
And they talk about the Hollywood Parade. There's a part where Cool Cat and Derek write a song and then sing it.
Yeah, then he
And
flexes
Cool
for
Cat's
like 5 minutes.
bilingual.
Well, he writes. He's like, you're gonna be in the Hollywood Parade, Cool Cat, and he's like, Whoopee! And he's like, we need to write a song, and they go and write a song, and it's like fucking like 10 minutes of them playing the song, but then they never actually perform the song in the parade or anything. They just ride the car in the parade.
They're like, all right, Derek, you got fucking 5 minutes.
And Derek's
You need to ride through this.
Derek needs to make sure that he flexes his autographed Van Halen guitar, because you know what the kids give a shit about? Van Halen.
No,
Yeah, there's just like a 5-minute scene of him explaining his guitar.
Yeah, he's like, we need to go write a song, and so they go write a song on his Mac, okay, and then they're like, cool, let's go play it. And so they go in the room, and the room is literally just a mic stand with a microphone that's not plugged into anything, and then a Van Halen guitar that's sitting on a guitar stand. And Cool Cat,
That's also not plugged into anything.
yes, of course. And so Derek Savage like very awfully like tries to imitate what he thinks playing guitar looks
Looks like he's doing panic chords.
and then yeah, like
Is
the
Derek
song,
and I on
the song,
dissonance?
the song goes on for like 5 minutes, and it's the most repetitive thing you ever heard. It's literally just like, Cool Cat loves to rock and roll, Cool Cat loves to sing from his soul, and like simple fucking rhymes like that.
And then that again in Spanish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does it in Spanish for some reason. And I swear, like a few minutes into this movie, I was like, is this a different cut? Like, because there were so many little things.
Derek George Lucas this.
Yeah, there are so many little things that I was like, I don't remember that being that way. I don't remember the song. I don't remember that cutting that early. And it's been probably like 7 months since I last saw this.
Yeah.
But I was like, I swear this is different.
Wait,
He
7
listens
months.
to the DVD commentary.
Harlan can spot the differences like me and Justin can spot them in the Lord of the Rings extended editions. But I was like, wait, that one line is different. I know it.
Blade Runner.
That's a different take.
Cool Cat.
Citizen Kane.
No, yeah, but yeah,
Cool
he starts singing like the second and third verse of the Cool Cat song in Spanish, and I was like, I definitely do not remember that. I would have remembered that. That's new. So he sings it in Spanish, and then finally, after like 5 minutes, the song's over, and Cool Cat's like, "Wow, Daddy Derek, that was great guitar playing," and he's like, "Hey, thanks, and it wasn't me. This is a special guitar." And then he like,
says guitar.
yeah, no. and then he like holds the
does.
guitar up and shows it off to the camera, and it's like this whole scene clearly exists just so he could show off his guitar
Signed by every member of Van Halen.
in the 1980s.
Yeah.
And
In the
it's
1980s,
it's
wow.
really pretty embarrassing.
It really takes you out of the movie because you know he's told Cool Cat this like a million fucking times.
Oh yeah, you know he
Probably
mentions
can't
it,
shut
like,
up about
he,
this.
men- he
Hamming it up
mentions
for
it
the
every day.
camera.
Yeah.
It's really embarrassing. Like I'm embarrassed for Derek Savage because of that scene alone.
Yeah.
Like
It's a weird flex.
I just thought, and then in the Hollywood parade thing, he's like describing the like the different cars that they're seeing, and
Yeah.
one of them is the Back to the Future DeLorean. The other one is the Ghostbusters car. I'm like, who is this for?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
These
they
kids
make a
don't give a
point
shit
to,
about that.
They make a point to point it all out too.
Isn't there another scene in like one of these other? I remember seeing something where Cool Cat was pointing out. Maybe it was in this, and I wasn't paying attention. But he's like,
This is the car from Magnum PI.
yeah, he did point
like-
out that he was like, "This is Knight Rider." I'm like, kids, who the what? Kids aren't gonna know who that is. Like,
Because this isn't the kind of movie that parents are going to watch with their kids like it's fucking Pixar. You're going to put it on and go to the fucking other room.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to get your Chips
this
references.
This is something to babysit your kids.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
If
This
you
is
didn't do-
TV
if-
as a
if you didn't
babysitter.
Would
do
you
your
pay
research.
Cool Cat to babysit your kids?
No. I do not want like a 30-year-old man sitting with a bunch of toddlers.
He's either 10 or 30, and you
Yeah.
never know.
It changes from scene to scene.
I mean, he can drive, but he says mommy and daddy, and it's like,
Oh, you know what? Also, Cool Cat always introduces himself in the third person, like he's fucking Dr. Doom or something.
Like he's
And he
Shooter McGavin.
and he always needs to say that he loves kids. Like I just imagine like he
I
like.
love babies.
I just imagine that he goes to Starbucks and they're like, "Can I have a name for your order?" And he's like, "I'm Cool Cat and I love all kids."
Cool Cat loves you. Cool Cat's not gonna wear a mask. This is a free country.
Harlan, every
Don't
day.
spoil the next movie.
Harlan, every day, would you just wear a shirt that says Harlan on it?
Dude, Cool Cat's such a fucking narcissist. Yeah, I know.
Clinical narcissist.
Like, I know we already touched on the posters in his room, but yeah, we should also mention that he is always wearing a shirt with his name on it, or a shirt that has his name and his face on it, and it says "Cool Cat loves you." He's so fucking self-obsessed.
I want
Really
that
is.
shirt though.
Dude,
I would fucking take a
no.
Cool Cat shirt
I
in
have
2
I have
seconds.
checked Derek Savage's website multiple times for a Cool Cat loves you hoodie, and I can't. They're never in stock. He will not restock them.
Are you getting a hoodie? It's cool here like 3 months out of the year.
I don't know. I just wanted some outerwear.
Outerwear's nice. Why are you ruining his dreams over here?
Because it's Georgia. Like,
Well, maybe
you're not gonna use it a lot.
Maybe
He's wearing a hoodie right now.
maybe it would be on sale. Maybe it'd be on clearance since
Yeah.
it's that time of the year. So anyway, Derek Savage, if you're
All right,
watching,
you
please
know what?
restock that. I will pay many monies for it.
Send them to us for free.
Can we buy Cool Cat merch in Bitcoin? Is there a Bitcoin?
He only takes Doge.
He doesn't know what Bitcoin is.
There's no way he knows what cryptocurrency is.
I'm really surprised there isn't a Cool Cat loves cryptocurrency thing.
Daddy Derek
Give
has a
it time.
landline.
Give it time. Yeah.
Oh
This,
yeah,
this,
for
this movie-
2014 or 2015 movie, this is like
He
really
uses,
dated.
He uses a fucking phone book.
Yeah. He's
one
like,
point.
I'm gonna call Butch's parents when he finds out that Butch took the gun. He's like, I'm gonna call Butch's parents.
Yes, let
And
me
yeah, he,
flip
like-
open my directory.
Yeah, he pulls open like a phone book that's no thicker than this fucking notepad.
But
and he
these-
flips through it and he's like, here we go. And he pulls his landline over and he's like, beep, 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 beep.
These like 6-year-old kids have fucking iPhones.
Yeah.
But Cool Cat's surfing the web, so he's hip.
Cool
Cat.
Okay.
I'm surfing the web.
Okay, well, let's back up a little bit. So yeah, he's running for school president, right?
Yeah.
And they're making signs in the front yard, and then Butch the Bully shows up and he spray paints it, and they kick the shit out of him, and it's all good. And so then yeah, like but in
Cool
between
Cat gets ganked.
in between those scenes, Butch the Bully, who is standing literally right across the street from them, is like, I'm gonna bully them. And so he like texts them and he's like, you're ugly, you smell bad, from across the street. And then
And they're
he,
like, no!
yeah, and then there's another example of why Cool Cat is such a terrible role model. Butch calls him, he prank calls him from across the street. He's like, you're ugly and you smell like a dog. And Cool Cat gets like super triggered. He's like, fuck you, I love dogs.
Yeah.
And who fucking prank calls someone from across the street?
And he also talks like a 1930s villain.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna do this. And
Well,
like
that-
everything he says.
That goes. Oh, dude, he's like a foil for Cool Cat because Cool Cat also does that. He also explains everything he's gonna do
uncool dog.
and ends it with like a Tommy Wiseau, The Room-esque laugh. He's like, "Nah, the sign's finished."
I feel like that's a tick. That's like a thing. It's just
Oh my god. Yeah, so yeah, he goes upstairs and he's like surfing the web for something. I don't know what he's looking for, but yeah, then he gets hate mail from Butch. And Butch is just like,
He just
I'm
gets like a shitty email.
Well, this is one of the best parts of the movie. He just gets like an email that says like, I'm gonna get you tomorrow, and it's like a really vague threat like that, and he's like, oh no! And then he's like, what should I do? And he goes to sleep, and he goes into dreamland. All right, and we get a dreamland like Comic Sans intro. And how do you describe this part? Like, it's
undescribable.
It's like an acid trip.
yeah, it's really esoteric.
It's a fucking fever dream.
Like he's
I don't think anyone's ever said that
Well,
Cool
like-
Cat was esoteric.
Cool Cat took LSD.
Well, it shows him like on the bed, and he's like rolling around, and he can't sleep. He's like,
It reminds me of the withdrawal scenes in Train Spotting.
This is how I sleep.
and then before it shows him wake up, he's just sitting on the floor in the closet, and he's like, and
Cool Cat gets addicted to heroin.
and he's like talking to the camera in his dream. He's like,
dope sick.
he's like, what am I gonna do? Every time Butch bullies me, I get mad and I want to punch him. But if you hit someone, you'll get in trouble. And it's like, yeah, Cool Cat, that's why you shouldn't hit someone, because
That
you'll
whole
get in
scene-
trouble.
it
If
made
you
us-
can find a way to do it without getting in trouble, by all means, do it.
It made it sound like he's done it before. I can't hit anyone again. I got in trouble last time.
I've got a sheet now. LAPD knows my number.
Like, if I was Butch, I'd be kind of afraid. Cool Cat could just crack his skull open. Just like,
I'm gonna go bully a 6-foot tall man.
could just clap his head and explode it like Jax.
Oh my god.
Cool Cat reenacts the raid. Can we talk about the celebrity cameos in this?
Oh yeah.
Celebrities 40 years ago.
Which
Hey,
Daddy
kids, do you-
Derek was really proud of the fact that he got Eric Estrada from Chips and
Kids.
Vivica A. Fox from Kill Bill.
Kids, do you like chips?
Do you like violence?
Sick reference.
Thank you. Chips was a
Okay,
sicker
yeah,
reference.
okay, yeah. So
I've never watched Chips. I've no clue what it's
Vivica A.
about.
Fox and Eric Estrada are in this, and he clearly just like showed up at their backyard, and they're clearly a little tipsy. Like Eric Estrada is like trying so hard to enunciate, like he's like, "Cool cat, would you like to know what we did when we were bullied?" He like he's showing so much teeth. But yeah, so they're like building sandcastles in Vivica and Eric's backyard.
They're getting fucked up at like 11 a.m.
Yeah. And then Butch shows up and like kicks over their
A bit of a
sandcastle.
heavy pour there, Cool Cat.
And then this is where you think the movie's over, because this movie's an hour and 16 minutes.
There's a lot of fake outs.
It's barely a movie.
Well, it's a lot of fake outs because it seems like just like school PSAs strung together with a plot in the middle of
that's
them.
He's like, I had a lot of fun. Thank you for watching.
And then it's just like the next scene.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the fault. The first false ending is when like
It's like Return of the King.
Cool Cat finally stands up against Butch the bully, and Butch
Butch
is
the Based.
yes,
Based Butch.
thank you. So Butch the Based, he yells at Butch, and he's like, I'm gonna go tell my mom you yelled at me, and he runs away, and then they all like look at the camera, and we're like, we did it, bullying's bad, yay! And then we like checked the remote to see how much time was left, and there was like 40 minutes left.
And we're like, all right. Then click play. All right.
How many acts is this? And usually, like...
It's like
movie
Diablo
sequels-
acts. It's like
won't-
5.
Yeah, it's at least 5.
It's like a play where there's just a shit ton.
Yeah.
And then yeah, after that is I think
Cool
when-
Cat loves live theater.
Well, after that we have Cool Cat learns to look both ways, except he doesn't. So they're all hanging out in the front yard, and this kid shows up, and he's like, "Cool, I got this bouncy ball. You can even bounce it off your foot." And I'm like, "Is that a thing kids do? They bounce balls off
Yeah,
their
it's
feet?"
sick trick shots, dude.
It's okay, whatever. So he like he hits the ball on his foot, and it rolls into the road, and he like darts into traffic, and they're like, "No, look out! There's a car!" And then it's like
Car's
this
going like 15, by the way.
The
it's
cars
this-
need to look out for him.
Yeah, and it's this whole fucking lesson where they're like, you always need to look both ways, and I'm like, all right, cool, that's a good lesson for kids. And then Butch shows up, and he's across the street, and he's apparently been stealing candy from babies and children.
And it's on the news.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, there's a convenient
It's
like,
a serial baby.
It's like
candy
9/11. They just stopped every broadcast for this fucking...
steal. Butch the Based is at it again. More at 6.
Public enemy
Based
number
is
1.
at large.
Butch the Based.
so yeah, he's literally across the street stealing.
Do you think he got Edward Snowden?
Oh my god, I hope not. He deserves better.
Cool Cat goes to Guantanamo.
So this they're like, help!
real.
Butch stole my candy, and they're like, where'd he go? And then this kid's like, help! Someone stole my candy, and he's right there. And then Butch is right
is
there
like 8
across
feet
the
away.
street. Yeah. And so he's like, oh no, Cool Cat's gonna get me, and so he drops candy on the ground because he thinks that'll trip him. And then Cool Cat, who just explained the importance of looking both ways before you cross the street, darts across the street with no regard for oncoming traffic.
Or the lesson we just learned.
Yes.
He's like Batman. He doesn't give a fuck. He's lawless.
And then that's not the coolest part. The coolest part is
cat.
when he does that sick jump over the candy that Butch planned to trip him with. It's like whoosh, 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 whoosh. He jumps over it. Dude, my jaw was on the floor.
Fucking Matrix jump.
That's
Yeah.
it. Everybody falls the first time. And not Cool Cat. He's made that jump before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's taking the red pill.
Hell yeah, Cool Cat.
You cool. You cool.
And then yeah, after that is when they find the gun, and then yeah, like Butch brings the gun to school.
Cool Cat's packing heat.
Yeah. well,
Cool Cat learns open carry.
so there's this weird like
Cool
so-
Cat defends the Second Amendment.
Hell yeah, Cool Cat. So Cool Cat, like he tells them that Butch took the gun, and they're like, okay. Derek's like, I'll take you kids to school tomorrow, and then there's like an Office Space type shot where they're like walking in slow motion down the street, and it lasts like 5 seconds.
More like Reservoir Dogs. You just hear like some 70s song playing
Yeah.
as they're walking down.
I want to see a recut of Reservoir Dogs, but with Cool
we-
Cat as Mr. Orange, and he's dying in the back seat.
I mean, we could just take that scene
I'm
and put
gonna
that song
fucking die.
Somebody please do that.
All this blood's scaring the shit out of me, Daddy.
Okay. So they get to school and they find that Butch has brought the gun to school. All right, and so the awesome advice that Derek gives, because again they're not at the school yet, they're almost there, but Butch is at the school, and Derek's like, well, let's go inside the school where it's safe. Let's go to where the gun is.
We're going to go inside the school so we can call the police and not with the iPhones that you are holding.
Yeah, this is like the opening to Elephant.
Sorry. What a reference.
Ugh. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh yeah, and then the fucking cops show up, and oh yeah, the cop shows up at one point and he arrests Butch for stealing candy, except that he doesn't know that because he literally pulls up and all the cops saw was a little chubby kid being chased by a grown man in a cat suit, and he
takes the kid away.
He immediately is like, he says, "What are you doing?" And then he throws him in the back of the cop car. he literally didn't know what he was doing and didn't even get an answer. He just throw him in. Fuck due process.
Butch has got a sheet now.
Yeah.
There's a mugshot of like 8-year-old Butch.
Butch can be tried as an adult.
Yeah, so he gets arrested after he brings the gun to school.
Cool Cat faces capital punishment.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Whoa.
And then yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like they call the cops, and then it's really like offhanded. Like yeah, so Cool Cat entered a writing contest at one point, and I completely forgot to mention it because it's so like. He writes Charlie the Trout,
which is one of Derek's books.
Yeah, that's the little like wink thing. Is like by Charlie the Trout, you know.
This movie's more meta than Deadpool.
Yeah,
they name drop the title of the movie and all kinds of shit.
There's so many times where they're like, "You're so cool, Cool Cat. Somebody should make a movie about you.
Someone should make a kids movie about you." Wink. Like, pretty hard, dude. I guess. I mean, I guess the worst part of this for me, in addition to the terrible moralizing and this obnoxious fuck in this cat suit, and this is gonna be really mean because I have no clue what their like budget was, but this looks like shit. This hurt my eyes. Every shot is so overexposed because they'll just expose Cool Cat with no lights, but the background is just like solid white. It looks like the nuke scene in Terminator 2.
Literally every shot is overexposed. Like, listeners, not exaggerating.
You can tell they shot outside and they didn't know how to light outside. It's like, you don't even need lights. You just need like
there's
reflectors. It's like just
also,
something to fill in so they're not shooting against the fucking white sky.
I was to say, in the same vein, the audio, almost every single line peaks.
Yeah, because
almost every line peaks, and you can tell.
They're clearly using like the camera microphone for this, and yeah, like Justin was saying, the audio readout for this had to be like Lego bricks. It sounds like shit. And there was one point where it was made really clear that Cool Cat was wearing a lav mic because he bumped his chest, and you can just hear it like boom, boom.
I think that's what that echo was, because we heard an echo at the end of it, and I think that was just the same audio feedbacking through Cool Cat's lav mic.
Yeah, there was just some mic bleed there between two different characters.
And like they don't crossfade the audio when it's cutting in and out either, so it'll just be like
like it's less noticeable than Birdemic, but it's still noticeable.
Well, and they'll also like
I'd say this is like on par with Birdemic level.
The actors flub their lines all the time, but I guess that was the best. Well, even the adults, like Cool Cat at when he sees Butch graffitiing, he's like, he's graffitiing your neighbor's wall, and it's not cool to graffiti your neighbor's wall. He like pauses for a minute because he clearly forgot the line.
Nailed it.
And then
in true Kevin Smith fashion.
That's how it was a real
it's like you know what? It makes it more believable.
That was a Judd Apatow like improv moment.
Yeah.
Real Judd hours.
Yeah, and he wins the writing contest and
remains cool.
And everybody just sucks his dick through this whole thing. Cool Cat is the coolest thing since sliced bread. He's great. Yeah. And he's cool.
Dude, would you not hang out with Cool Cat if he was here right now?
I have a question.
Not. Yes.
So, earlier in the movie, somebody calls the house, and Mama Cat answers, and she's like...
Mommy Cat, yeah.
Yeah, Mommy Cat.
Thanks, Mommy.
She's like, this is the Cat residence. I'm like, okay, so is Cat your last name?
Does that mean Cat.
Yeah, Derek Cat. Even though he says Derek Savage, but okay.
But so yeah, he does refer to himself as Derek. Is he Derek Savage like
hyphen
dash
cat?
Yeah.
So he took Mama Cat's name.
Yeah, because she says the Cat residence, not the Savage residence, and so I'm like,
wait, what if it's like a stepdad scenario?
Nah, dude, I don't know. I don't have answers. I simply do not have answers. But
I don't know the family tree of Cool
What if
Cat.
he beats Cool Cat whenever he takes one of his Mountain Dews?
Oh no. I want to know if Cool Cat's first name is Cool and his last name is Cat, and he just
It's
always
gotta
has to
be,
use
right?
he always uses his full name.
So it's like an anime.
Cool Cat learns his government name.
Cool Cat Coon.
Yeah.
Sugoi?
I think that's all we got. I mean, I'm sorry. I know we bounced all over the place, but what the fuck do you want from me? Do you know how incoherent this fucking movie is?
We say that every week.
Yeah,
watch
there's a
incoherent
theme
shit.
here. It's almost like we talk about shitty movies.
This is non-chronological. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you rate it?
10.
Unironically.
9. Audio sucked.
So
I mean,
hard,
for
man.
how stupid, it's again just like the Spy Kids thing. If it's insanely stupid, but it's fun.
Okay, I'll give it
Did you
2.
not have a good time?
No, entertainment value a 9 all day.
Objectively, 1. Like, I can't even say it was in focus. There's so many shots where I think they're relying on autofocus because
Yeah.
it's like shifting. There's one shot with the little girl that shows up over and over again, and like the camera's back focused on the wall behind her. And yeah, I mean, technically this movie is an abortion, but as far as like entertainment value, and I mean, I don't get like a shitty vibe off of it, like a predatory vibe.
Like it's not
more-
malicious in any way.
Yeah, it's not a malicious thing. I think that Father Derek is genuinely trying to do a good thing, but he's really heavy-handed with it, and I think that he misses the point, especially when you are using the Cool Cat Twitter to make political rants, Derek.
Yeah,
That's
if
cool.
you guys haven't seen the official Cool Cat Twitter account, it's just Derek's Twitter, but he like pretends to be Cool Cat sometimes, but occasionally he'll just go off on like political tangents, and like he's very like pro-Trump.
Yeah, that's
So it's just like a weird contrast.
Yeah.
Cool Cat rejects bipartisanship.
Yeah, I'll say
Cool
like
Cat shuts down the government.
as it actually is. Yeah, like legit 1 out of 10.
I say 2 because I've definitely seen worse.
I'd say this is
I've
like
seen
on.
worse for.
In
I
term-
think this
in
is on
terms-
par with Birdemic.
In terms of like what he's trying to make, I think he completely misses the mark. There's nothing actually there that's what he was going for.
Blue's
so yeah,
Clues, this is not.
Birdemic is a 1. This was a 2.
I'm
This is
gonna
like a
say this is a
1.5.
1, but in terms of entertainment, 8.
Yeah, 8 or 9. Yeah, for sure. Because we had a good old time. We didn't even take a break. The past like month, the month worth of movies, we've turned an hour and a half movie into 4 hours
That's
every
true.
time. This one we didn't break.
Our
once.
eyes were glued to the screen. We rewound it so many times because like they're like again like the actors flub their lines or they step on each other's lines. Like when Cool Cat interrupts the kid,
Yeah.
he's like, "What should we do?" And the kid he starts to say, "I know," but Cool Cat interrupts him, and then the camera cuts and he's like, "I know." He says it again.
Either that or they'll say something, we'll write a note, and then they'll say something like, "Wait, what the fuck did he just say?" And then we'll rewind it.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous, just constant.
Yeah. Wait, what was like our most used sentence?
Yeah. What's the best thing about it? Say something nice. Okay,
everyone start at
Derek
once.
Savage made some good-looking toast. The toast looked good.
That was some hot ass toast.
It looked good.
That toast was.
We served
thick.
it with like raw chicken or something.
I'm surprised he
Is it
didn't give.
because Cool Cat's a cat?
I'm surprised he didn't give Cool Cat like a open can of wet cat food. You know.
Oh my! They could have went so much darker with this. Like during
does he
that,
have a
he's
litter
eating
box?
toast, and then he puts like fucking food on the floor, and Cool Cat's just eating it. Jesus.
Just to make this more humiliating for that actor.
Oh man. Oh yeah, and by the way, there's a lot of shit like that's really funny in this movie where the actor in the Cool Cat suit clearly is struggling to do something physical. Like when they're leaving to go to the Hollywood parade, he like clearly can't open the car door with the cat gloves on. And so Derek comes up and he's like, "Oh, is it locked?" And he's like, "Yes, Daddy, Derek." And he's like, "Oh, well that's just for safety purposes." And they were clearly like just like ad-libbing on that. And he like has to like open the door through the window.
Cool Cat's 16 or whatever, and he's still got child locks on the the front passenger door.
Anytime Cool Cat like comes up or down the stairs, he clearly like has to like take it one step at a time very slowly because he can't see what the fuck he's doing. Otherwise he'd fall.
Yeah.
How many times do you think that actor ate shit like on set?
Not enough.
Oh.
Probably every time he went up or down the stairs. Like I worry for his life.
Shout out to Kyle Cat.
Kyle K.
Is that his name?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah,
I
good
didn't
things.
write it.
I thought, I guess, especially entertainment-wise, the whole dream sequence was great. Where he's just writhing around, and then he had that fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be backhanded to say just that the whole thing was entertaining. Just because
Yeah.
I'm sure Derek wanted it to be entertaining.
The entire thing is that whole tone, right? So,
Yeah, it's like the messages that are flubbed. But
all right, and as lame and stupid as it was, that guitar was pretty cool. Signed by the whole band, right?
oh, and so after that song, Cool Cat Loves to Rock and Roll. There is
That he
another
does.
song that we didn't talk about
Immediately
where
after.
Yeah, like immediately after.
He goes downstairs. I got to do a music video
Yeah,
now.
because he
Against
finds
green
he finds Daddy Derek's green screen room that he has for some reason, and so he like sets it up and he's like, "Ooh, I love this urban setting," and
Because you know when
Would have been great if it was like
when you
Compton.
activate a green screen, you can see it around you.
Yeah, right.
Like it's fucking.
Hit
VR.
my green screen button.
And so that song, I will say, like the first Cool Cat song is very dull and repetitive. It's literally just like Cool Cat loves to suck a dick, like over and over again. But the other
Obviously.
song is like
clever.
it has like so many sections to it, and it's got like tempo changes,
Sections?
and it has like a salsa theme at one
They
point.
change
Like
genres a lot. It's like Between the Buried and Me.
Cool
yeah,
Cat's
so,
a prog
I will
epic.
say they at least put a lot more effort into the second song than the first
Cool
song,
Cat writes The Wall.
even if it overstays its welcome.
And now here's Wonderwall.
Wrong wall. Wrong wall.
I'm sorry.
Wonderwall doesn't change tempos 6
Okay,
times.
so did we say all our good things?
I don't think I said a good thing.
What's your good thing, Justin?
I'm trying to think of what my
Cool
good thing would
Justin?
be.
What's happening, Cool Cat?
I guess about 60% of the moralizing is correct.
Yeah, you shouldn't get hit by cars.
Like,
But he doesn't follow that.
He's trying.
He immediately contradicts
The
it.
movie's trying to give kids a positive message. I think there's 1.5 million other things they can and probably will watch first. But like, there is the positive intent here. That's my good thing. Is that there's positive intent with some of the, not all of the messages.
you can
There's
say
some
that
of
for
them
just
where
about
like,
every movie,
like
you
with
know?
the little girl opening a text message and says like, "Oh, you're fat and ugly" or whatever. And then she gets another one. She's like, "Should I read it?" And he's like, "Maybe the bully apologized." It's like, shut the fuck up, Cool Cat. Don't encourage.
ignore it,
Don't
yeah.
encourage kids to like become punching bags.
Yeah, like the cyberbullying specifically. Like Cool Cat is a terrible role model for dealing with
Yeah,
cyberbullying.
it should be. Cool Cat learns the block button. This is 2015. It's not like early Zanga
How'd he get her
or like
number
AIM
anyway?
chat rooms.
How'd he get her number anyway? It's not like they ever connected, you know? Hey, you wanna talk sometime? Here's your number.
I don't know. Maybe he found like the school
Maybe-
directory.
Maybe
Okay.
he looked in Daddy Derek's phone book.
this
for any
child's phone
other
number.
movie, I don't think I would accept that answer. But fuck it, I'll allow it.
I'm not asking permission, motherfucker. I'm saying that's my good thing. I can't think of anything
Okay,
else that I would
okay.
say is unironically good.
Okay,
I mean,
that's fair.
the
that's
gun. It's funny. This movie is fucking hysterical the entire way through.
Yeah,
It's
we had a
so
blast.
dumb, and
Oh,
the
yeah?
actors are like. I mean, not even just the kids. Of course, the little kids that are clearly not actors are bad, but like the adults are bad. The two Hollywood movie stars are terrible,
Yeah.
and they're not taking this seriously, and it's great.
Yeah.
You know what? My good thing, Eric Estrada's got a lot of bling.
Oh yeah, he's wearing like
He's iced the fuck out.
he's wearing like gauntlets.
He's got like 6
Like-
bracelets on.
those things have stats.
You didn't have to stunt on him like that, Eric. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Eric
Not
better
the-
calm the fuck down.
You don't have to stunt on these kids.
Yeah. Trivia.
Trivia.
There's some good ones. Okay, so Derek Savage was bullied during his school years, and Cool Cat was his imaginary friend.
No fucking way.
Apparently.
I feel bad for
Well-
everyone involved.
So Derek's bullies technically birthed Cool Cat. We have them to thank.
Wait, so Cool Cat's like a
Creativity is
cursed
found through
spirit
adversity,
birthed
Harlan.
from malice and hatred in the world?
Cool Cat is like the Fairly Odd Parents, where like they're supposed to abandon you once you grow up, but Derek Savage never grew up.
Huh. Cool Cat was always with him.
It's a spirit animal. Man, I got dark.
So
All right.
like we alluded to earlier, in 2015, numerous YouTubers posted negative reviews of the film, and Derek had almost all of them removed, claiming they violated copyright. Through his announcement video, though his announcement video contradicted that. The YouTubers fought back, and each review was put back up. Ironically, Savage bullied numerous people because he disagreed with their review of his anti-bullying film. And yeah, I saw when people were asking him like how he was gonna respond to reviews for Cool Cat Fights Coronavirus. Stay tuned. He was like, I don't mind reviews, I just don't like haters. And
So he likes good reviews.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like he used that wording that it's like, oh, so like if anybody says anything bad about this, you're gonna just call them a hater. All right, whatever. The policeman.
Cool Cat silences the press.
The
Cool
policeman
Cat spreads propaganda.
Yeah, the policeman who arrests Butch. Sorry, the policeman who arrests Butch is a well-known adult film actor. He has been. I've got.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah. Here's some of his movies that he's known for. Anchorman, a Triple X parody.
Was he Anchorman?
Who's Andy Anger?
I don't know.
We'll look into that one. We'll watch that one later.
He was in Cheating Wives' Tales, Coed Confidential, Risky Business, A Look Inside.
This is like the list of porn titles that Randall reads off in Clerks.
Too Big for Teens 5.
Oh my god!
Cheating Housewives 7. Bridesmaids, a Triple X parody.
A lot of parodies, huh?
Each of these words is with 3 X's. Lipsticks and dipsticks.
Oh, that's clever.
And I'm not gonna read all of them.
And
but,
Cool Cat saves the kids.
yeah.
And this movie for babies.
Yeah.
And us.
Yep. So yeah, he's a
For
porn star.
babies.
He's a porn star. Let's see.
That's cool.
So, you may remember a little bit ago.
I do.
You said that this felt like a string of PSA shorts stringed together.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. The film consists of material from 3 earlier videos: Cool Cat Stops Bullying, Cool Cat in the Hollywood Christmas Parade, and Cool Cat Finds a Gun, tied together with some new material. So this is basically like Cool Cat Definitive Edition.
This is the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
And actually, on that note, Derek Savage has mentioned sequel plans many times. In 2017,
I bet.
Savage successfully funded a Kickstarter to revise the existing movie with new scenes to be released with the title Cool Cat Loves You. During the Kickstarter, he said the next all-new sequel would be called Cool Cat vs. the Wicked Witch. But yeah, I just want to say...
Dude, he's going to have like a kaiju fight in a movie?
I can't wait for the special effects in that.
I wouldn't put it past Derek to have some kind of like the Wicked Witch supposed to be like a Hillary Clinton stand.
Oh my god, 100%. Oh yeah, I'm expecting that now.
Cool Cat fights on Twitter with AOC.
Yeah, I just
Get
thought...
this man a Kickstarter. This needs to happen.
Oh, it's done. I just thought it was really funny that I was right when I looked at the trivia, and I was like, oh, this is a different cut of the movie. Like, I could tell almost right away, because there's so many little shots that are missing. Like, I remember one of the earliest shots in the movie, it was, you know, when the camera is, like, the camera guy's walking through the house, you can see the cameraman's shadow on the wall, and they just, like, cut it out. But there's no, like, it just cuts to him walking through the doorway, to him walking through the hallway. And it's like, why did we have that cut? It's like, oh, they cut that so that you wouldn't see the cameraman's shadow. There's this one shot where Cool Cat, like, jerks off after he wakes up. Like, he, like, stretches, and then he goes, like...
He's like, ah!
And they cut that out, and I was really disappointed that wasn't in the movie anymore. But, yeah, it is, in fact, a different cut.
Huh.
This is the Savage cut.
God. Here's my trivia. Harlan owns this.
Hell yeah. Dude,
On
you rented it, but
Laserdisc.
we're gonna watch this
Oh,
again.
yeah. I'm the reason why Derek can buy a Biggie bag tonight. We gave him $4.
Where you could have owned it for $6. Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Yeah. I bet you feel stupid.
I do.
Okay, so I think that's it for Cool Cat Saves the Kids.
That's it for Cool Cats.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Be cool.
Stay cool.
Look
cats.
both
What are we
ways.
watching for next week?
Oh, shit. Wes, it's your pick.
I have one prepared. All right, jump cut. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Next week, we're watching The Happening.
Yes! Oh, my God. I'm so excited.
Yeah!
Thank God. Oh, man.
A good movie for once.
Yeah, right? This is going to be great.
We're back to the M Night pool.
Thank you.
The
I'm so
Shamalama
excited.
Ding Dong.
Oh, well, yeah. We'll see you guys next week for The Happening.
It's happening
week.
next week.
Please.
Cut.
bro.
I need a second, okay? Why can't anybody give me a goddamn second?
Hold on, you dig on multiverses?
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Open my eyes!
So that's it. What, we some kind of
B-roll boys.